So, good morning from Tackleberrys, Texas, here on Wednesday, the whatever day is, the 20th of September. So, good morning, there it is, the whole there. So, back from the coast, awful experience yesterday, all round. And I've kind of had some personal messages, personally, text, via Facebook, social media, all that kind of thing. And some of them have been kind of a little bit barbed. So, let me tell you. First and foremost, a promise made is a debt unpaid. So if you tell me you're going to do something, I will expect you to do exactly that. That's just how I live my life, and I'm sorry. No, fuck it, I ain't sorry at all. I'm not making any apologies for my values. That's how I am. So that's the first thing, okay? Second thing, holy hell, there were so many generous people. It was just unreal. But they weren't all from Texas. They weren't, all right? So let's not kid ourselves, right? I'm wearing my Texas Strong shirt today. Love my little life here. But Floridians, all right? Californians outspent Texans on our raffle. No shit. Not only that, after the draw was done, there was a fellow in California who bought more tickets even though the draw was already finished. Another $100 worth, right? Because after that was before we turned over the website for donations. Okay, so let's. It's going to be very hard for anybody to rubbish California to me now from now on, because the people of California that I've come across have stood up real tall over this. See also Arkansasians, thank you, my distant family and Louisianans. All right, so I know you guys. We need to meet. Holy hell, we're going to drink some beer or whatever you guys drink, but make it beer or brandy. Anyway, so we had a lot of out-of-state donations. For real, so it's only fair that I mention that. Okay, next thing, when I got down to the coast, the other thing as well. I was hugely embarrassed yesterday morning because the only person who turned up to see me off turned out to be a journalist from Houston, and unfortunately she told me he was a journalist, and I said, well, you're just in time to be too late. You could have made a difference. You could have put this out there and kind of made a difference to our little convoy. But here you are in time to see me off, and she asked to photograph all the donations, and I said, well, unfortunately it's 2 packs of toilet tissue or kitchen tissue as it was, and a case of water. Yeah, that's it. So there were some very charitable people who came and gave me money towards the fuel and all that, and I love you guys. It's always the same offenders. I'm never gonna be able to express how I feel about that. Thank you, but so she asked, well, where's the rest of it? And I really didn't know what to say. Particularly she was from Houston, So there to photograph the San Marcos Relief Convoy, and it was me, and I just felt a fraud. And that's not how I live my life, It just isn't. So I was pissed. Now I just think it's funny, so we're moving on. The next thing to say, what happened when I got to Rockport? Well, first and foremost, you drive through devastation, right? You drive. The photographs don't do it justice. If you look at the photographs, please bear in mind I've taken all the pictures of people's houses out that I can find because it's bad enough. What you guys don't know about me is that there was a while in my life when I was kind of in that kind of same situation myself. Things like self-esteem go down the toilet. They really do, and you become punchy, you become really kind of aggressive and defensive of your situation, and I guess that's what I walked in on yesterday. And I know what it looks like to see people have been beaten, and the people I saw yesterday at the aid centres were exhausted, okay, exhausted, I can't express it. Like zombies, exhausted. And it wasn't that they didn't care, it's just that they're at saturation point, and that ain't going to change anytime soon. It's like a third world situation here. It's like I can't, it's like global catastrophe. Act of God, all right? This is Texas, Bible Belt. Act of God, think that. Read your Bible, think act of God, and then put that on Rockport. That's what I saw yesterday. And the photographs don't do it justice, and I really couldn't show you all of it because I think that there's hard enough for the people there. They don't need people gloating over it. They certainly don't need people putting smiley faces or sad faces or likes or whatever on social media. Nobody needs it. So that's why. Next thing, okay, why the Baptist Church? Really, why? Because there wasn't a Muhammad the Baptist, okay? But I heard about a fella called John the Baptist, and he was kind of important in this book called the Bible. So John the Baptist, he's the only Baptist I know, and you know what? These are Christian people doing Christian acts in a time of disaster. All right, don't ask me why the Baptist Church. A stupid question. All right, you should be ashamed to ask that. I'm not going to name and shame you, but yeah, fuck off. All right. So there's that. Yeah, it was a long day. It was a really traumatic day, and if I could just leave you one thing, I don't want you to think that I've kind of got the downer on all you kind of people. There's a lot of real generous people who helped out with this, loads of them. But it's very frustrating because when you go down and you actually see where the relief is going to, it's really difficult. So I'm not really sure where we're going to go in terms of future appeals and charity raising and all that kind of stuff, but I can tell you now, my focus is East of here. For all of you people who want to know whether I'm south of here, no, actually, I'm from east of here, England. But east of here is where the coast is, and that's where my focus is at the minute. Thanks for all that helped. I hope this is a kind of a follow-up, just to explain to you, you know, kind of what happened yesterday. Yeah, I was pretty annoyed, but you know what? Good work was done. Lots of people helped. Those that needed their help got it. Took it right down and delivered it myself, so anybody who doubted that can see that for their own eyes. And I'm very, very glad to have gone and made a little difference. But I didn't sleep last night. Nah, not at all. You know, imagine how hot it is. When I got down to the coast yesterday, it was hot, humid, flies. I got about 3 o'clock this morning with the aircon on, wandered into the kitchen, opened up, had a nice cold drink, sat down, checked the TV and my phone for the news, and went back to bed again. Imagine that you haven't got a house, or a bed, or a fridge, or air conditioning, or fly spray. Yeah, that's me. Have a great day, folks.